Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so for the last 9 months, I've been showing you guys my record collection, genre by genre, and I think I've reached the end of the line. I saved the best for last, because it also is like the biggest part of my collection. So I think I'm going to break it down to like several videos so it's not super long. I'm going to be starting off with all my 7-inch hardcore punk albums, or EPs or whatever, my 45's today, and move on to like the 12-inch LPs later. The reason I even got into like buying vinyl and listening to vinyl is because of hardcore. I read this book by Stephen Blush called American Hardcore, and I was at the release of the DVD, which is this one right here. If you're not sure what hardcore music is about or anything, find this documentary, watch it, learn about 80s hardcore punk. But yeah, really great. So I was there and they were giving away these free records there. This has bands like Black Flag, NBC, so it's like a sampler of basically all the bands that were mentioned in the book, in the documentary. Focuses on different scenes all over the country. So yeah, I got a ton of music on this. I had this before I even had a record player. So I held on to it and then I finally got one, and I'll talk about how I got my record player some other day. But it just grew from there. So I'm gonna jump right into this so it's not super long. First record, got it up in San Francisco. I was making a visit. It's my Noam Chomsky Bad Religion split. There's really, I don't think, any other genre that would do something this cool. And it comes with this really awesome poster. Let me show you. Open it up. Opens up pretty big. There's that side there. And then you have this side over here. A bunch of fun facts, and I think like some of his Noam Chomsky's actual essays or thesis statements here. He's talking about the war in the Middle East and the media's role in it. So that's pretty interesting. Very relevant. Moving forward, we have Black Flag 6-pack reissue. It's a single, traditional black vinyl. I love their artwork. I'm rocking a Black Flag shirt today. That was not planned. I don't want to get my uniform on for this video. So anyways, moving forward here again, I got this at their last show, Betrayed. It's a split with Champion. 90s hardcore, straight edge. They did like 300 of these, and this is number 50, and I have another one over there. It's like 52, number 52. Both on this beautiful clear vinyl. Great band, awesome show. October 21st, 2006. Chain Reaction in Anaheim. So where a lot of bands got their start. A lot of bands finished their careers. Really cool. I saw Bleeding Through do their last show there too a couple months back. So that was awesome. But yeah, really happy I got this. Great music. Okay. Bad Brains, Paid to Come reissue. 1980s debut 7-inch record, and it's on black. I was hoping to get it in, I don't know if they did a limited pressing on color, but that would have been cool. But anyways, just it has stayed close to me, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Bad Brain songs, next to Don't Bother Me. Such a dope song. Alright, I had to get this one. This is the Dead Kennedys Nazi Punks Fuck Off single. The actual sleeve is a transparency. And in the back, where you have the lyrics and everything, it's also the same thing. This also comes with an armband that has like the crossed out Nazi symbol. But for some reason, mine didn't have one. I'm not sure what happened there. But really cool. Awesome 7-inch. 90s hardcore. We got Gorilla Biscuits, straight edge hardcore from New York, off of Revelation Records. They have a ton of bands on that label. One of my favorite bands for sure. Just a lot of just breakdowns in their music. It's just really catchy melodic music. Surprisingly for like a hardcore band, you know. So there's that. This here, I'm not even going to try to pronounce. They're from Sweden. Picked this up at this record store in Huntington Beach called Vinyl Solution, where they just sell a bunch of like hardcore, psychobilly, rockabilly, 77 style like punk. But they do carry some imports, export stuff, and yeah, I mean, just look at that. Very punk rock, very DIY, which is really why I kind of was into punk in the first place. Just the whole aesthetic and philosophy, the music. Not everyone's cup of tea, I know, but once you listen to enough of it, it starts to grow on you. Here's another awesome example of hardcore influences from the 80s, kind of moving on to the 90s. This is Inside Out. The guy right there in the picture is Zach De La Roca from Rage Against the Machine. This is this band before Rage, before he met Tom and did all that awesome stuff with that band. Also off of Revelation, this is a reissue. Burning Fight, No Spiritual Surrender. Really awesome 90s hardcore. Here's this awesome band. There's a sticker on the front here. It says, "Great Articles of Faith Inspired Hardcore." And so I, being the good consumer that I am, bought it. I got 2 of them. And I do hear the Articles of Faith influence. But yeah, it's just really awesome band. I haven't actually listened to them in a while, so I might spin them after I'm done with this video. But this band is like newer, like they're not 80s hardcore, so there's still, you know, some pretty decent music being made. Another band that kind of carries from the 80s is this band right here, Limp Wrist. Wants Us Dead EP. This is what's referred to as, I've heard it be called a lot of things. Fadcore, gaycore. It's an all gay band right here. And the singer is the old singer from the band Los Crudos. This leftist, neo-Marxist punk band from Chicago. Now he came out and a lot of people didn't like that or whatever. There was a big thing about it, but the music that they've released is amazing, and I'm super happy I got this. I think it's just a regular pressing of it. Yeah, just traditional black. So there's that EP. This one here I think is a bootleg, but it's one of my favorite bands, the Horror Business single from the Misfits. It looks legit, but yeah, there's like no info on the inner label there, so I don't know. Picked it up. I don't even know where I picked this thing up. But yeah, gotta have some Misfits in your collection. Okay, this one here's a reissue by a band called Middle Class, single out of Vogue. Mike owned a shop in Fullerton. He passed away, lost his fight to cancer, but he was really cool. Always shared stories about his days in the band, and this single here, arguably one of the first hardcore singles to come out. It was like 78, 79, if I'm not mistaken. So, 78. So, yeah, they were kind of given, like, you know, they're being given credit as being like one of the first hardcore bands from Fullerton here. Okay, so this band came out in 2000s. Moment of Youth. Remind me of like Minor Threat. That whole DC sound. This is the first one that I ever picked up from them. It's actually given to me by a good buddy of mine named Byron, who has a fuck ton of records. He had a couple extras, so he hooked it up with this one. This one I bought myself. This one's titled Sometimes, and just regular black pressing of it. Great hardcore music. Really enjoy it. And the artwork is really cool too. Speaking of Minor Threat, here is this reissue of their first demo tape. You got a picture there. You got Henry Rollins in the back. It looks like he's about to crash into the band. And then here's a close-up of the picture in the front. He's got Minor Threat, Stand Up, Scene, Rad. I Don't Want to Hear It. Guilty of Being White, Straight Edge hardcore band from DC. arguably one of the biggest hardcore bands from DC, along with the Bad Brains, but they were in New York as well. And it's pressed in this awesome translucent purple. I don't know how many they pressed in purple, but I have one, so. Okay, so one of my favorite hardcore bands. This is the reissue of their album, Negative Approach. Can't Tell No One, Nothing, Pressure, Sick of Talk, Ready to Fight, one of my most favorite songs ever. I think it comes, okay, so it comes in with this really cool picture insert here, and then the lyrics, whoops, there we go, made to look like they wrote them down. Believed it's pressed in, yeah, traditional black vinyl. Fucking awesome band. And then, so there's that one. I think they got in trouble for using this image. The original had like an actual picture from like the film or whatever. Here's this really weird looking Negative Approach record that I picked up. It says that it's a very limited, very limited benefit 92 ? Complete with 6 two-sided fold-out insert, nice packaging, long gone. So it was a live album, and I think it was a benefit for the animal rights. There's the insert there. There's the back. Rocking a really awesome Necros band. And then here's the sleeve here, but it's in German, so I don't know. There you go. German viewers, the fuck does that say? So there's that. And then you have this here. Really interesting. So yeah, Homeboy sounds like shit live. You can't understand what the hell he's saying, but the actual recordings that they had before are really, really good. And this was in the Newton Theater in Washington, D.C., 1984. Got Nothing, Friend and Foe, Tunnel Vision, Can't Tell No One. So there's that. Okay, so this is some Bay Area hardcore. Nice Thick Justice. Really awesome, actually. Never got to see them. I don't even know if they're a band anymore, but just really awesome hardcore band. So Bay Area, good job. There's that. Okay, so some new hardcore from one of the bands that has really impressed me. They're no longer together, but here's a Different Needs EP from Regulations from Sweden, but they sing in English, and this is one of those fold outs. And then here's some pictures and some Xeroxed lyrics. Again, keeping it very punk rock. Off of Havoc Records. They have a ton of like other EPs that I need to pick up and singles that I'm probably never gonna find, but I have some of the 12-inch LPs that I will share with you later. Okay, 90s hardcore, Sick of It All. Amazing band. Traditional black here. Pay the Price. It's Clobbering Time, which is a really dope intro song. But yeah, Sick of It All. Good old Sick of It All. Oh, okay. Reissue of SOA's demo from 1980. This is when Henry Rollins from Black Flag, you might have seen him on Sons of Anarchy. He's that weird Nazi dude. It's funny that he played a Nazi. But anyways, he was going by Henry Warfield. And this is, ooh, yeah. Another beautiful translucent purple. This is actually pretty recent, and I think, yeah, it opens up, and there's a ton of pictures from back in the day. So, love that. Discord Records reissued it. Got a little ad there. Looking for drummer. And then some more pictures over here, and then of course, the front of that. Yeah, just great music. One of my favorite DC hardcore bands right next to Youth Brigade. There's two, one from LA and one from DC. DC's fucking rad. Okay, LA, repping LA, Rotting Out. I actually got to see them play some really small venue one day, and picked up a tape. I'll show you guys later, but that was with their old singers. This is with their new singer. They're really packing in some like aggressive, bare knuckles hardcore. This is a Vandalized EP, so there's that. Okay, so We Are the Rats. This is a 7-song EP, German import. So there's the cover. Also, one of the bands that I picked up when I was listening to Regulations. They showed up on the, I think it was on MySpace. You know, I had like different bands. I used to find a bunch of music on there. That's the only thing MySpace was good for. But anyways, picked this up at that same place in Huntington. Here's Phi Squad. I don't know if they're considered hardcore or whatever. Resurrection EP. Really cool looking. It looks like it might be an original pressing. I'm not sure. It looks really beat up though. But it's a really nice EP. I love Phi Squad. And then reached the end of the line here. I got two 7 Seconds records. Skin, Brains, and Guts EP. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. And I Hate Sports is on this one. And I think this might be a reissue. It comes with, again, the Xerox thin insert there. And then, of course, the record, traditional black. And then we have this other one here is dedicated to hardcore. And this is also traditional black. This is like a lot less effort on the record because it literally is just a sheet of paper housing in the 7-inch 45 here. So that does it. I ran through these pretty quick, but if you guys have any questions or want to have conversations about these bands, if I got anything wrong, I'm probably sure I got some shit wrong, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be coming out with the second part of this sometime next week. Maybe I'll do an unboxing video soon because I'm still waiting for my Vinyl Me Please stuff to come through. But anyways, as always, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys soon. Peace.